All right, Matt, what were they stupid enough to give you this time?
This is the Porsche Cayenne GTS. We've driven every Panamera, and my favorite one was the GTS.
Yeah.
And this is the Cayenne version. So this is, I guess, it's kind of like a Panamera with a lift kit.
So what do you think? Yeah, suspension or?
So the GTS takes all of the performance options, right? All the most aggressive sports settings, the most sporty interior, like the Alcantara steering wheel, all of that stuff that you can probably find on the more expensive Turbo or Turbo S, and puts it on a naturally aspirated version of the Cayenne. So this is naturally aspirated V8, and I think the 8-cylinder is normally 400 horsepower. This one dolled up a little bit, it's like 420. But it's the best balance. I thought with the Panamera too, this is the best balance of getting all the cool stuff without the Turbo S price. Now,
even the dashboard looks pretty sick on this. Look at the stitching on the dashboard.
And you're like, oh, I'm gonna get a red Cayenne, and then you look at it, you're like, actually, it looks better in red than I thought. The red stitching and stuff like that. It's a badass truck. Like
what would you rather, like, you know, when we go up to Laguna Seca once or twice a year and make that pilgrimage for the race, what would you rather have, the Panamera or the Cayenne?
So I would rather have the Panamera, but because you always make Chris sit bitch in the middle, and the Panamera has like this, you can actually put 3 guys in the back.
Right.
Yeah, uncomfortably, but you can put 3 guys in the back.
Right.
I think.
Right.
So for Chris's sake, he would rather have this. But I'm more of a car guy than I am, I think, the SUV guy, because you know we live in LA. What's the point?
Right.
It's not the SUV cast.
Right.
Either.
Now, when I say that this is set up to be less expensive than the Turbo and the Turbo S, this as it sits is still $125,000. So just know that you're getting a Porsche.
When I've done some of the driving shows, for sure, Top Gear US, when we shot the pilot, and maybe some other shows, they have one of these things that's rigged up with the boom on it, because obviously there's a problem if you have a Ford F-150 and a guy with holding tie downs and he's holding the camera and you're supposed to be going past him in a Gallardo. Well, how fast is that Ford F1? How much action do you get on a track? You can't film it because it's so much slower than what's on the track. You know this from production. So the car that is basically the creme de la creme of camera cars is one of these things.
Absolutely.
Cayenne, which is outfitted with a boom and a guy in it, and you know, it's not faster than a Gallardo, but it hangs cornering and all the stuff up on the track.
And you can get on the track and really follow that guy around the turns and get some beautiful shots, but like you're not going to do that at 90 miles an hour in an F-150 without the guy in the back scaring the shit out of him and the camera going like this. This thing is going to be great.
All I want is the footage. Forget about the footage the Cayenne gets on the track. I want the footage of when the guy comes home from the dealership with the $89,000 Cayenne, and his wife catches him up on the roof with the hole saw.
With the soles on the
sawzall. He's got the duct tape around it. She's like, what? You can see it going through the dome line. What the?
This is a good idea.
Going through the...
Yeah, I promise, this is a good idea. Well, this has the panoramic roof, so you could probably put the tripod like right in the middle and just open the roof.
Oh,
we could try right now. Why don't we rig up a quick boom here with your equipment and just grab the sawzall. Let's just...
I'll drive. You hold Greg. You hold Jeff.
Yeah, I'll hold him right here. Get him up through the roof.
Make sure he doesn't fall out. Yeah.
Here's my pettest peeve of all these cars. I don't know what size the fuel tank is, but I want it to be bigger.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they get the V6 version, then there's the V8 version, then there's the turbocharged V8, and then there's the 10-cylinder or whatever, but they're all coming with the same 16-gallon tank, except for one of them I'm stopping every other day to top off or to fill up, and I just want something like this to have like a 32-gallon tank. Like I know they don't do it. I know there's reasons why they don't do it, but I want
that would be kind of nice, especially on a road trip.
Tank.
Look, with AAA, every spare tire is worth at least 5 gallons, right? Ditch the spare tire, add another 5 or 6 gallons.
Right. And do what they do when you buy an Aston Martin, where they give you a little pump that plugs into your cigarette lighter as a spare tire. Although when you shred your tire, I don't know how it's going to work. But.
Really, plus I don't see a lot of guys on the side of the road with that pump in their Aston Martin. I see a dude on a cell phone calling his flatbed going, come get my goddamn car.
Yeah, he's screaming at his assistant. So we have 4 cams.
Yeah.
We have 4.8. V8.
It's 420 horsepower.
And 420 naturally aspirated.
And the GTS is about a 20 horsepower bump, I think it is, over the normal 8-cylinder version.
All right.
You know, with the sporty exhaust and stuff.
So you
like
got to
that.
go fire it up while I
All
go
right.
stand around the back.
Feels
So
like this
keep
thing's
them
been
occupied.
driven a little hard getting here, Matt.
I was
It's
running
a little
late.
warm.
I was running late.
He was
this
running
morning,
late.
and
Roast some marshmallows back here.
You have no
Oh,
idea.
hey, we should talk about that. You should show that key. That key is like,
So
check
we've
that
seen
key
this.
out.
You think
That
it'd be
thing's
a
amazing.
Cayenne
It
key,
looks
but they still
fast.
make the little
I mean,
Panera key. But at least
you don't
this
even
one's
need
red.
the car. You just need to put that key down at the bar.
Right.
And you're like, hey. Okay,
Yeah, that's
that's how I roll.
Literally, it's how I roll.
That is
The
how
thing that's cool about Porsche is they still have the key to the left of the steering wheel, which is like...
It's very difficult if you don't drive a Porsche ever.
Right.
You get in and you look for it for 20 minutes.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's throaty. I like it. I love and again, the interior is just sumptuous.
I think the interior is the best part of it. That's actually one of the nicer interiors I've ever seen.
I do love the Alcantara inserts on the seats, the headliner, the steering wheel. Really, it gets a hold of
you know who's got to be excited about Alcantara, and I don't even know.
Kind of like this?
Yeah,
Is
just
it
like that.
Is it like that?
It's exactly the
like
same.
one of those.
It's exactly the same.
You've been working out, haven't you? Some squats, just some squats,
I
some
do what I
lunges.
can. I do what I can. Is Alcantara leather? Is it Alcantara leather or is it synthesized?
Is it a real suede or not? I think it's fake suede.
Is there an Alcantara cow?
There could be. I don't know. Ask the
Cows
Germans.
have to be delighted by this prospect, if in fact it doesn't come from them, of this new trend of leather that doesn't come from them.
Except
right?
it's only the inserts are Alcantara. There's always some cow
It's
involved.
still now with 30% less cow.
Yeah.
There's like 6 cows, not 7, in there to make your ass
the cow
feel
that's
tough.
running furthest away, like closest to the
But to make up
slaughterhouse,
for
makes
it,
it
the
your
guys who buy these cars eat like 3 porterhouse steaks a week. All right, Andy Bell, throw out the production site or the website or whatever one more time. So people know where to go.
sweatpantsmedia.com is our stuff. At Andy Bell you'll find me. Follow
Twitter.
along. I get to hang out with these guys occasionally. That's pretty awesome.
One of the good ones. So until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Andy Bell and Matt the Moderator, DeAndrea, saying keep the air in the spare and the bag in the wheel.